Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of EFED Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an EFED Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the higher.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the Turnbuckle Podcast with your host, the Higher Gun. So, first, like, subscribe, share. So, last night on Smackdown, we had a Smackdown without the Bloodline. Even though Jimmy and Solo and Paul was there, they didn't do anything. Like, they didn't do anything. So, but you needed that though. Like, this wasn't a bad SmackDown. Like, it wasn't Raw, but it wasn't a bad SmackDown. Like, it wasn't. But you, again, you needed that. Like you needed that to wrap up stuff, or to progress stuff. Like, this episode was more about setting up things. Now, I won't do what I did last episode and talk about the whole Raw. Like, I'm not gonna talk about the whole SmackDown. Like, I'm not. I'm gonna talk about things that happened and go from there. Talk about wrestling. So there was no Rock, there was no Roman in this. Should have been Roman there, but he wasn't. He'd be on Monday on Raw. But matches like LA Knight and AJ Styles that progressed more because AJ said beginning of the week that he wasn't going to show up if LA Knight was there, so make sure he wasn't there. So Nick Aldis told LA Knight to be there, which he was going to be there. So he showed up. Like he was dressed as security. AJ thought he was gonna be the camera guy. AJ thought the guy they stopped coming from the crowd was him. But it wasn't. He even fooled me because I didn't see him at first. So that happened, and then Ray hold on. Estebar and Dominic came up to the ring, and they added their situation because Ray came out and he said he wanted to have a tag match with a partner of his choosing, which was Dragon Lee, and he's a new member of LWO, which is cool. So we got that match for WrestleMania, and then we got later on we got Jade Cargill, who this was more about her than anything else, which is good because it's time to put her on display. She had her training. It seemed like she's ready for It seems like she's ready to get things going. Well, not her. It seems like the E is ready for her to get things going. Because all we seen was backstage stuff, um, and her at the Rumble. Now, she's doing her thing now. Like she's doing her thing now, and they put her here in the match with Naomi and Naomi and Bianca for her first match at WrestleMania, which is great. Meaning she doesn't have to have a one-on-one match, which is good because maybe she's not ready for that yet. But she came outside her contract, and then she pretty much aligned herself with them. She didn't shoot down the SmackDown roster or anything. She praised it, which is good. And it looks like she's ready because she did stuff at the end of the show that made her stand out. Now, like I said, maybe she's not ready for a one-on-one match, but you put her with Naomi and you put her with Bianca, and good. It covers her bases on what she's not ready for yet. So at Mania we getting Damage Control against Jade Cargill and Bianca and Naomi, which is good. This should give Bianca them a win. And it should give Naomi a win because she need one. But now that sucks for Asuka. Asuka hasn't won a Mania since she's been there. So that sucks for her, but it is what it is. At least she's at Mania. Because some people now, like Pretty Deadly not. There wasn't enough tension with Randy Orton and excuse me. There wasn't enough tension with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens this week on Friday. Like it wasn't enough tension for me. Now maybe we get this next week on the Go Home show for SmackDown because Kevin Owens is gonna have his KO show and Orton wants to show up. So we'll see. You can't have buddy in the 3-way for the United States title. It has to be every man for themselves. So they can start up jumping him, but eventually they're gonna have to go for blows, So we need that. They can be buddy after the match. We got to be buddy during the match, or leading up to it. I understand they're both faces, but hey, it's time. It's just time. So next week we probably finna get them taking shots at each other. The tag team match, the tag team ladder match has been decided. Catch Republic is gonna be in it, and so is Austin Theory and Waller, Jason Waller. So we got that, going for us. So unless there's a surprise tag team that add to this year, because on April 1st, the Motor City Machine Guns are free agents. But who knows where they're gonna go. But I can hope they can be in WWE. I can hope they can be added to this tag team match. I can hope. But for what I'm hearing, they hit AEW, which I hate. I hate to go in there. Like I really, really do. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, go what makes you happy. Speaking of that, I'm happy that Dave Bryant is doing this thing. Is doing the stuff he wanted to do. Yeah, like one of the main reasons he left WWE because he wanted to wrestle outside the company. New Japan, Mexico, and he's doing that, and I'm happy for him. Like he did stuff today or last night, one of those days, and he's been doing what he wants to do. He's been wrestling people in New Japan like he wants to wrestle, and he's wrestling people in Mexico that he wants to wrestle, and he's wrestling people that he hasn't wrestled, which is all good for him. It's not a thing he said and then he didn't do it. Now it might have took him a year to get that going because he from all the injuries he had, but at least he's doing them. At least he's doing them. Speaking of the AEW star, Adam Cole is walking around the boot now. Like he's out of the foot boot, or the leg boot he was in before. So that's good. Could be seeing him real soon. I'm not sure when, but we're gonna see him real soon. He has to. Sorry, y'all. He has to get cleared. Just because he's walking out of the boot don't mean he cleared yet. But he showed up on Kenny Omega's live stream for Twitch, and he showed up walking out the boot, which is the good thing. I mean, it really is, because the fact that means he can walk around without like it means he can walk around without a brace, and it means that he's one step closer to returning to AEW. And then he's one step closer to wrestling again. So there was an angle that The Rock put out Friday with more footage of The Rock destroying Cody, like destroying him, like hitting him with the strap, cursing more. Now, SmackDown did play some of it. They didn't play stuff when he was cursing, which I knew that wasn't gonna happen. They couldn't get that angle that they did on Raw, on SmackDown. They just couldn't have. They just couldn't. I couldn't see it happening. So and it showed you that they wasn't gonna do that angle on SmackDown. Like they showed you, like straight up they showed you. So but it's that they showed some of it. Like Fox don't care. All right, like they leaving Fox pretty soon, and Fox ain't gonna give them no kind of leeway on to do anything. That means time, extra time after the show, not bleeping out stuff. Like none of that stuff is gonna happen. So we just don't have to wait and see how it happens on. SmackDown's on the USA, but we got a glimpse of what Raw gonna look like when it moves to Netflix, like the Rebirth or the Attitude Era. Now, listen, I haven't been the biggest fan of the Attitude Era. Not saying I didn't like it. I just don't think it's the be all end all of eras. Because my favorite era was the Ruthless Aggression era. Eddie, Benoit, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, Jericho. That was my era that I loved. But but saying that, I'm not saying we shouldn't get a new rebirth of the Attitude Era. Because it's needed, because you got people my age and in their 30s who feel like we need that. and we do. It's time for that. Like, I'm not saying we gotta have blood every time in the show, but have it sometimes. Or like when we have an extreme match, right? We should have it. We should have blood. When we have a cage match, we should have blood. You know, when the chest shot happens, there should be some kind of blood happen, or when someone get hits with a crash hand like Cody did. There should be some sight of blood happening to let you know that he got hit with something. You know, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be clean all the time. You know, I'm not saying we go AEW right and have blood every single match or every single episode. No, because I say this should be blood, but I also don't feel like it should be blood 24/7. Regardless of what John Moxley said. He gave a good explanation on why he believes they're on every match, but some of that's horseshit. You know, like some of that's just some of that's just him talking because he doesn't believe every match anymore. Ever since he said that, you know, he's another one who's overseas. Yeah, but I can't remember if he's in Mexico or he's in New Japan, because he works in both of them, you know, which is another reason why the Motor City Machine Guns are probably gonna go to AEW instead, so they can still do other stuff, you know. Austin Ace from the ABC tag team from TNA. He came out and said that he resigned with TNA, and then he gave his reasons why. Because he wants to travel more. He wants to be out there. He wants to go do his dates and bookings at other places, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like the schedule that WWE does and the schedule that AEW does, it's not for everybody. Like some people like having that schedule that they can just go out there and not be tied down here and tied down there and tied down, or just not tied down in just one company. You know. And that works for some people. Like, Dolph Ziggler, or if you want to call him, Nick. He said that before. He said that recently. He said that this week, that when companies tried to lock him down, recently, he told them no, because of the fact that he's been at one company for so long, and he was tied down for so long, he hated it, and he was burnt out. But now he's in better shape, because he said he was with WWE for 19 years, you know, and now he can go out there and spread his wings and go to New Japan, or he can go to another company and be there, or 1 minute he can be in TNA, and then he can be in New Japan the next day. You know, same thing with what's his name? Ali. You know, Ali is X-Division champion, but he doesn't have a full-time contract with TNA. You know, and he's spreading his wings and he's selling out arenas. You know, like I said this a couple of days ago. I know WWE regrets losing him. Especially because Vince is gone now. Especially because Vince is gone now. Because Ali is a great talent. It's a real good talent. And him going away and selling out arenas and winning these titles and the crowds behind him and stuff makes them realize they lost a good asset. like Shawn Michaels knew that losing Ali was a bad situation because Shawn Michaels was gonna put the North American title on him. You know, like they know they lost a good one. They know they lost a great talent. You know, that's why Shawn was so upset when they released him. You know, because what Shawn was doing, so he wouldn't lose certain wrestlers like LA Knight and other people. He would just say, "Yo, I got him in the angle. I got him in the angle. I got him in the story. I got him in the match. I got him. I'm pushing him." You know, and that would keep people from getting released. But what ended up happening with Ali was bad timing. Because around this time, this is when TKO took over, and they didn't care that Shawn Michaels had somebody in the angle, and he just released him. You know, and then Shawn had to put the belt on Dragon Lee. No. Either it was Dragon Lee, yeah, it was Dragon Lee. They had to put the belt on Dragon Lee, and Dom had to hold the belt for a little longer. Like Shawn Michaels had to flip stuff around. Shawn Michaels had to make things happen because of the fact that the original plan was for Shawn. I mean, the original plan for Shawn for NXT was for Ali to win that belt. And you know, maybe if Ali won that belt, Wesley don't get hurt. You know, because like a lot of stuff happened after that. Wesley got hurt, and then Shawn had to find somebody to put the belt on again. You know, because Wesley was supposed to be Wesley wasn't supposed to be in that match either. It was supposed to be Ali. You know, but now, you know, like I said, he's selling out arenas now. He's the X Division champion. He has another belt. He's on the cover of Wrestling Magazine right now. Like Ali's hot right now. Pause. You know, hey, like Ali's doing this thing without the E. You know, and just like Swerve is doing this thing now without the E. That's another one I think they regret losing. Because, you know, Swerve is doing this thing everywhere. Like if Heyman and Adam Page don't get involved in this match, because I really feel like that's what's gonna happen. But if if Heyman and Adam Page doesn't get involved in this match going forward against Joe, Swerve's the next champion. You know, but AEW is changing their stuff around too, because now the future is bright right now for them with Ketcha and Swerve and Will Ospreay. Those are future champions for AEW. Barring injuries, those are future champions right there. All right, then you still got Adam Cole who's gonna come back, and then you probably got MJF, which, you know, they talked about him today too. Not that's today, but they talked about him. He was at the Boston the Boston event, talking to people in the back. So again, we can say whatever we want to say about MJF. That he's not with AEW no more. He's in the show. Again, I gotta see him in NXT or WWE ring for me to believe him. Because to me, he signed with AEW still. Like, to me, let me give my rankings on SmackDown. SmackDown was like a good 7. Again, what happened on SmackDown was the main people wasn't there. Cody wasn't there. Roman wasn't there, even though he should have been. The Rock wasn't there. The heavy hitters, Seth, Drew, they wasn't there. So when they're not there, the people that have been complaining about double standards or not getting enough time, they gotta show up. Like, they gotta show up. They gotta show up and prove to everybody that they can still deliver. And that's what happened last night. Like, that's what happened. Like they proved that they can deliver without having the heavy hitters on there. Because we had wrestling, we had storytelling, and we had things go in motion that they were supposed to go on. And that's what you need. Like when the heavy hitters are not there, and when the heavy hitters are not taking the time away from other people, like, you show up. You can't bitch and moan and complain about, oh, I'm not getting my time, or I can't, or my match is getting cut short because of this, and we need more time. You can't say stuff like that, and then when you get it, you fall or you fold. No. When they're not there, it's time for you to put up and shut up. It's time for you to steal that show. It's time for you to put on a match. Even though some stuff was predictable already. Like, I knew that the Street Profits wasn't going to win last night. I knew that as far as tag team wasn't going to win last night, even though they lost clean. Like Catch Republic beat them clean last night. Now the Street Profits, they lost because Cross them jumped Bobby them. Now Bobby did the interview last night after that and said he's going back to his old ways. His old ways when he was champ. Like he said he stopped being the guy that was champ because he was afraid of who he was becoming. Bruh, it's time. Like, it is time to be that Bobby again. It is time to elevate back to who you was. I was talking about this last night. That when it's Bobby, Roman, and Brock Lesnar, these are the blue collar guys that get protected. And lately, Bobby hasn't been getting protected. Now, he hasn't been getting pinned, no, but Bobby hasn't been protected like he used to be when Vince was there. Like, he hasn't. Now, he hasn't got pinned or anything, but he's not in these matches he's not in these matches that he used to be in. Like he's not in these high level matches that he used to be in. With Drew or Sheamus or Roman or AJ or Orton. Like he's not in these matches anymore. Now, this ain't a shot at Cross them, but Cross ain't the guy. Like he's not. Bobby should be fighting Roman. Not at Mania, but still. Like, Bobby should be fighting Cody. Bobby should be fighting Orton. Bobby should be fighting Kevin Owens. Bobby should be fighting people that mean something. I'm just happy let me not say I'm happy he's gonna be at Mania, because that match ain't get announced yet. Like, that match hasn't been announced yet. But it should be on night one. Bobby and the Street Profits versus came in across in his group night one. Even if he got to kick off the show. Alright, you got to get Bobby on one of these nights for Mania because he missed last year's because of break. You know, so like you got to get Bobby on this match like on one of these nights. It's 2 nights for a reason. Somebody asked the other day, and I know I'm all over the place, but damn it, it's wrestling. But somebody said the other day that are they the only person that misses WrestleMania being one night? No. 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 Let me not say no. Wait. They asked, is he the only person that wishes WrestleMania was one night still? No. Like, I like it that it's 2 nights. Like, I like that my weekend is full with wrestling for 2 nights for WrestleMania. I like that. I enjoy that. Like I like that. I like when they switch to 2 nights. Like WrestleMania weekend for a reason. 2 nights, 7 matches. I think it's 7 matches. Yeah, 7 matches in 2 nights. You know, this is why every other pay-per-view got shortened to 5 matches. If that. So at WrestleMania, there's several matches. You know, something else. Oh, so now when I seen this, it was Tuesday or maybe Monday when I seen this, but Damien Priest, Damien had not Damien, yeah, Damien Priest has been holding that briefcase longer. Like, he's the 4th guy to hold the briefcase that long. Like, so he just passed Seth. Alright, so when I seen it, he was 3 days off. So he just passed Seth right now. Alright, and since today's Saturday, he probably is past Edge now. Alright, because there was like 3 people in front of him back then. So speaking of that, Gunther, he did another milestone. Like, he did something else that's worth mentioning. And everybody know how I feel about Gunther. He joins a club of IC champions who have went to Mania back to back. Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior. I'm missing one. Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, and there's somebody I'm missing from that group. But Gunther joins that company of IC champions that have went to Mania back to back as IC champion. He's the best IC champion, period. To me, he's the best IC champion, period. Back to Damian Priest. Damian Priest, he's probably going to get the record for how long holding that case. But like I said, he was at 371. Alright? And Seth was 374. And Edge wasn't that far behind. Alright? So, like, it's time for him to cash in. Now, he did mention on probably cashing in that Mania. I think what's gonna happen, Drew beats Seth. Drew gets the belt in front of a crowd. Damien cashes in. That's how it happens. You do 2 things with 1 stone. Alright? You give Then you give Drew his win in front of a crowd that he's been complaining about for years. For years. So he gets that for a brief minute, 30 seconds. CM Punk does something to Drew. Then Priest comes out, cashes on him, new champ. It's a win-win. Alright? Especially if you don't have Drew locked down to a new contract. Especially because of that. But I'm gonna end the show with that. I'm gonna make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch New Breed. Make sure y'all watch EFBC in general. This is the High Gun. God bless. I'm out. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.